Some stories are never finished, they're just filed away. Welcome to Chronicles of the Obscure. In the summer of 1950, during a casual lunch with colleagues at the Los Alamos National Laboratory, the brilliant physicist Enrico Fermi posed a question. It was simple, almost childlike in its innocence, yet it has echoed through the halls of science for over 70 years, becoming one of the most profound and unsettling paradoxes of our time. Looking up at the vastness he knew to exist, Fermi asked, "Where is everybody?" This is the heart of the Fermi Paradox. Our universe is ancient, nearly 14 billion years old. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains up to 400 billion stars. Many of these stars are billions of years older than our own sun. Statistically, a significant fraction should host Earth-like planets. If even a tiny percentage of those developed life, and an even tinier fraction of that life became intelligent, the galaxy should be teeming with civilizations. Given the timescales involved, some would have had a head start of millions, if not billions, of years. They would have had ample time to master interstellar travel, colonize star systems, and leave unmistakable signs of their existence. Yet, when we point our telescopes to the heavens, we are met with a profound, unnerving silence. The cosmos is quiet. Too quiet. For decades, we've been listening. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, has scanned the radio spectrum, hoping to catch a stray signal, a deliberate beacon, anything to prove we're not alone. In 1977, we thought we had it. The WOW signal, a powerful narrowband radio signal detected by the Big Ear radio telescope, lasted for 72 seconds and appeared to originate from the constellation Sagittarius. It was exactly what we were looking for, and then it was gone. It has never been detected again, leaving it as a tantalizing but unconfirmed whisper in the great cosmic emptiness. To formalize the problem, astronomer Frank Drake developed the Drake equation in 1961. It's not a proof, but a probabilistic argument, a way to estimate the number of active, communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way. It multiplies together a series of variables: the rate of star formation, the fraction of those stars with planets, the number of planets that could support life, the fraction where life actually arises, the fraction that develops intelligence, the fraction that develops communication technology, and finally, the length of time such civilizations release detectable signals into space. When you plug in even conservative estimates for these variables, the results are staggering. The equation suggests there could be thousands, even millions, of civilizations out there right now. In 1974, we sent our own message into the void from the Arecibo radio telescope, a simple pictogram describing our solar system, our DNA, and our species, aimed at the M13 star cluster 25,000 light-years away. It was a cosmic postcard, a shout into the darkness. But the silence that answers us is deafening. This stark contradiction between the high probability of alien life and the complete lack of evidence is the paradox. Why is the sky so silent? This is where the story takes a darker turn. In 1996, economist Robin Hanson proposed a chilling explanation. He called it the Great Filter. The theory suggests that somewhere along the long evolutionary path from simple non-living matter to a spacefaring, galaxy-colonizing civilization, there lies a barrier. A filter. This isn't just a difficult step. It's an event or circumstance so incredibly improbable, so catastrophically lethal, that it prevents almost all life from passing through it. This filter is what silences the universe. The terrifying question is, where on the timeline does this great filter lie? Is it behind us, or is it still ahead? If the filter is in our past, we might be one of the first or perhaps the only species to have ever cleared it. It could be the very origin of life itself, the jump from non-living chemistry to the first self-replicating molecule, a process called abiogenesis that we still don't understand. Maybe the filter was the leap from simple prokaryotic cells to complex eukaryotic cells, a fluke event that took over 1 billion years to happen on Earth. If we are past the filter, it means we are uniquely special. The vast, empty cosmos isn't a tomb. It's a cradle, waiting for us. The silence isn't a warning. It's an invitation. But there is a much more ominous possibility. What if the great filter is ahead of us? This implies that the path we are on, the one from an intelligent species to a technologically advanced one, is a well-trodden road that always leads to a dead end. In this scenario, life is common. Intelligence is common. Even technology is common. But something happens during a civilization's technological adolescence that invariably leads to its destruction or self-imprisonment before it can ever reach the stars. This would explain the silence perfectly. The galaxy may be a graveyard of civilizations that reached the stage we are at right now, but never made it any further. What could this future filter be? The candidates are all around us, born from our own ingenuity. The discovery of nuclear fission gave us the power to destroy our world many times over. The advancement of biotechnology brings the risk of engineered pandemics far more deadly than any natural disease. The development of artificial superintelligence could lead to an uncontrollable entity whose goals are not aligned with our own survival, a technological singularity that reshapes the world without us. Climate change, ecological collapse, resource depletion, these are all potential traps of our own making. The Great Filter Theory reframes the Fermi Paradox. The silence of the cosmos is no longer just a scientific puzzle. It becomes a profound existential warning. It suggests that the final test for any intelligent species is surviving its own power. It implies that getting to where we are might be relatively easy, but the next steps are the ones that are almost impossible to navigate. Every extinct civilization in the galaxy would have looked up at their silent sky and believed they were the first, just as we do. Their tragedy is that they were right, but not in the way they hoped. The empty sky, then, is a mirror. It forces us to confront the fragility of our own existence. It tells us that becoming a mature, wise, and enduring civilization is not a given. It is the universe's ultimate challenge, a challenge that, as far as we can tell, no one has ever successfully passed. Our future is not guaranteed. The story of humanity is not finished, and the next chapter will determine whether we become just another silent echo in the great cosmic expanse, or if we are the ones who finally break the silence. The search for answers continues, not just in the stars, but within ourselves. Thanks for joining us on this journey into one of humanity's most profound mysteries. For more deep dives into the unknown, make sure to subscribe to Chronicles of the Obscure.